Hi, I'm Maggie Weldon, owner of Maggie's Crochet. I'm very proud to say that maggiescrochet.com is the largest all-crochet site online with thousands of crochet patterns and hundreds of them are free. I've been crocheting for over 40 years and I've been designing for over 30. So I'm hoping that through these videos I can help you to master the art of crochet. So pick up your hook and your yarn and let's get started. Okay, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this double crochet square. Okay, I'm going to start with the slip knot. Pretty much most things in crochet start with a slip knot. And I'm going to chain 3, now chain 4. And I'm going to slip stitch in the 4th chain from hook. Or sometimes in directions it'll say slip stitch in 1st chain. So the 1st chain is actually your slip knot, but it's the 1st loop that was on your hook. So you slip stitch to that. And I always like to bring my finger up through here so that I know where the center of this ring is. So it'll say slip stitch in 1st chain to form ring. And that's this. Then you want to chain 3, counts as a double crochet. And then you want to chain 2, and that's going to count as your corner chain 2. Then you're going to double crochet into the center of the ring. One of the things that I always do is the end of my starting chain, I include that as part of the ring, and I crochet all the stitches over that. And I'll show you why in a minute, why I do that. So right now I want to put 3 double crochets, and double crochet is abbreviated DC. So I'm going to put 3 double crochets into the ring right there. I'm going to chain 2 for my corner. And then I'm still working over that strand. I'm just holding it together as if it were part of that ring. And I'm going to double crochet over that. There's 3 more double crochets, chain 2 for a corner. You can push these back to make room for the other stitches. And 2 for the corner. See, right now I have this counting as 1 double and the chain 2 at the beginning. Then I have 3 doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles, chain 2, and 3 doubles. So I need 2 more doubles that'll match up with this one, and this one will count as 1, so that'll give me 3. So I'm going to work 2 more doubles into that center. Okay, now in the directions it's going to say join with a slip stitch to the 1st double crochet. Because in the beginning of the directions, when it said chain 5 counts as 1st double crochet and chain 2 space, you're supposed to assume, if they say that in the directions, that that beginning chain 5 is that chain 3 is a double crochet. So you want to slip stitch into the top of it, so you count 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to slip stitch into that 3rd chain. So the reason why I put the chain there to count as a double in the corner is because it's less conspicuous compared to putting it on the side and having that line show up on the side. This way it's kind of hidden in the corner. So now you want to slip stitch. I drew a loop out of the corner, slip stitch, 1, 2, 3, chain 3 for your counts as double. Then you're going to chain 2, which is going to count as your corner. Then you want to put 2 double crochets into that same corner. And you're going to double crochet in each double crochet across. So you're going to have 3 double crochets along the side there. Now into this corner you want to work 2 double crochets chain 2 and 2 double crochets. So here's 1 double, 2 doubles, chain 2 and 2 doubles. Okay, then you're going to double crochet along the sides. And I'm going to do another 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. I'm going to do double crochet in each double crochet across the side, like this. And right here, I got 2 double crochets in the corner. I'm going to chain 2, another 2 double crochets into the corner, and then the 3 doubles across to the first corner. Okay, and every corner has 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. But your first corner only had 1 double, chain 2 and 2 doubles. So you need 1 double crochet in your first corner, and then you're going to join with a slip stitch to the first double, which is the 3rd chain of the beginning chain 5. So it's 1, 2 and 3, and we're going to slip stitch in there. So there you have 2 rounds done, and at this point, if you used a chunky yarn, you could actually use this as a simple coaster, or you could do a bunch of squares like this and all your scrap colors and sew them together. In one of the next videos, I'm going to show you how to sew squares together. So to get started on our next round, you slip stitch into the chain 2 space, you chain 3 counts as double, chain 2 counts as corner. Then you're going to do 2 double crochets into that corner, and you're going to double crochet in each double crochet across. Every round is increasing by 16 double crochet stitches. You could keep this square going. I don't know how many rounds it would take. I guess it would depend on the yarn you use, and you could use a double hook. You could use a double-stranded yarn and a huge hook, and you can make an afghan like this probably in about 8 to 10 hours, I would guess. Some afghans they use 2 strands, some they use 3, but you would get one done really quick. You could do several of these and sew them together lengthwise for a scarf. You could crochet 2, maybe one more round on this side. I'm using a chunky yarn here though. And put wrong sides together. This would be the wrong side. Put 2 wrong sides together with right sides out and do a border around it for a simple pot holder. Or if you did this in cotton, you can make dishcloths. You could also change this up a little bit by crocheting in the back loop here, and it would create a little ridge like that. Instead of it looking like this, it could look like that. It'd be kind of neat. So no matter how many rounds you do, if you follow this pattern like this, you should have a continuous square. Every round you should still have a nice shaped square. I'm going to get down to the end here and show you how I finish off. Okay, now I'm down to I'm down to the first corner. See how nice and square it looks? I need one more double because I only have one double, a chain 2, and 2 doubles here. So I'm going to have to get a double in there to make it all symmetrical. So I'm going to join with a slip stitch to the 3rd chain in my beginning chain 5. So it's 1, 2, 3. Or in the pattern it might say to first double crochet, because that chain 3 counts as a double crochet. So then I would bring this loop through here. I would tighten that on the back side there, and I would, if I'm going to sew these together, then I would leave a really long end, but for right now I'm just gonna, I usually cut right here between my fingers, and that's how much I use. I leave for an end. It's probably about 5 or 6 inches long because I take a needle and I sew the ends in. And then here on my starting chain, since I worked over that, I can pull this tight, and it tightens up the hole in the middle, so it's not so open there. And in this granny, it's not a granny square, in this square it doesn't really matter, but sometimes in your flowers or in other things you don't really want that opening in the middle, so that helps there. And I'll put this on a needle and go back in and secure it. So that's the square. You could also take several squares and sew them together into a long, narrow piece for a scarf. That'd be kind of cool. So that's it for the double crochet square. If you have any more suggestions for other videos, or if you have any comments, you just email videos@Maggie's Crochet, or leave your comments here if you're watching this on YouTube. And I'll thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.